Hey friends, how are you? Today you get to see my face for a moment. I'm actually going to be showing you my office. I'm going to try my best not to make you dizzy. I'll try and move the camera as slowly as I can, but also showing you my office craft space. So let me flip the camera around here and oh, let's see. It's not wanting to. Okay, so now I've got the camera flipped around and I'm gonna just show you a quick scan of my room before we go into details. So there's that. Let me zoom out a little bit more. I guess I gotta step back. So I've got purple accents everywhere. Okay, so let's first walk in here, and behind the door I've got a sweater and my purse, and I've got a puzzle of Friends. I am a huge Friends fan, and there's a little box up there. That's the door of Friends. Okay, and then I've got a shelf with all my Starbucks keychains, and I have all of my enamel pins. I am Hufflepuff, so you'll see a lot of Hufflepuff. I love sunflowers, Friends, purple, and Eeyore. So there's that wall. This wall here has got a pegboard, and I just kind of throw things there. Okay, I'm gonna back up here. Sorry, I don't want you to get dizzy here. So when you first walk in, I have my rolling cart here. On the top is all different jewelry, charm making supplies. So it's all my beads and charms and all that kind of stuff. The next one down, I have my mini easy press. And then that is all of the letters and words for my letterboard. And then the bottom is all craft swaps that I have received. So this drawer of washi is all my holiday washi. It mostly fits just Christmas and Halloween. And then some of these drawers still are filled with randomness, but the ones that do actually have things put away, it is labeled. So this is all different tapes. So we've got like double-sided tape, I've got foam tape, packing tape, duct tape, all of that. The next couple down are just random. Oh, look, that one's pretty much empty. Random stuff. This, I've got cards, so all different card making supplies and cards to send out or include with packages. These are all backdrops, so they're all just like these fabric materials that I'll put down to do photos with. And then these are all my different punches. I've got everything from hole punches to tags and scallop circles and everything in between. This here is different laminating sheets. I use the 3mm, 5mm, and there's also 10mm in there. And the bottom is like different sticker albums, photo albums, and seasonal crafts. And then we'll go over to this side. This is just random stuff. These are going to be, well, they've got my grand dog's treats, but then also my B6 and mini Happy Planner inserts. The next drawer is gifts. I I think there might be stuff in there, so I'm not going to open that one because I'll throw little gifts in there if I'm out shopping about. These are all different charms. My bows, flowers, paper clips, anything like that that I can put on my planner. Also, do you love my slippers? Aren't they cute? These are large stickers, so like there's a lot of alpha letters, but any of the large stickers that don't fit in my sticker albums, I put in here. This is just random stuff. This is different. I labeled it craft stuff because I'll have like scissors and tabs and just random crafty type things. And then the top is glue. So I've got glitter glue, Elmer's glue, glossy accents, Mod Podge, just all different types of glues. Okay. And then we will walk over to this side. So this top drawer here has got my eyelets, and this is actually my label maker stuff, but that type thing. This is again random. So these random drawers, I just haven't had a chance to sort through them and organize. These are all binder clips. Then I've got paper clips. I have stuff in here from my Etsy shop. So I have like alcohol pads if I need to clean something down. I've got charms. And then I've got all sorts of bags in here so that if I'm packaging up orders or gifts or whatever, I've got that all there. These are all embellishments. So they are anything from die cuts to little jewels. Let's see, I've got stickers and jewels over here. So it's just all sorts of different embellishment type things. Same thing for this. This one's not quite as organized as the other drawer, but these are all different embellishments and things like that. And then I have several drawers of ribbon. So this one here has got all sorts of loose type ribbons. And then I have 2 drawers of ribbons here. So there's that one and that one. So all of my ribbon is a variety from solid colors to holidays and tulle. And then I have note paper in here. So all sorts of sticky notes and just note paper. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. It's note paper. And then this one's more of notepads, so it's larger than the ones down below. And then I also have a bunch of TN inserts. This one here is pom-poms. So I tend to grab them when they're on sale. It does have sequins in here as well. And the little whatever you call these, like clay things. And then the next drawer up is going to be glitter. So this is all my sequins and glitter in here. And the next couple of drawers are just random assortments of things. And the top one here is my Cricut tools. So those are all in there. And then on my desk on this side here is just a giant mess of things. I've got my ceiling fan on, so it kind of looks like that's flaming. But this is all just a crafty mess up here. I do have a chair, so if I'm wanting to sit up here and craft anything, I have a high top type chair. And then over here is kind of a bit of a mess, but I have like gift cards not gift cards, they're like greeting cards. There we go. Greeting cards up on the top. And then I have, like, in that pouch right there is my hot glue gun, and I have snacks right here. And then I have just a random assortment of things in those drawers. And then under my desk over here, I have all of my paper cutters and punches, things like that. Look, you can see my reflection. My 2 screens. I am a full-time student, so I sit here a lot to do homework. I've got sticky notes and things like that there with a bunch of pens and wipies and tissues and collection of things. This side here is where I do a lot of my crafting and planning. So I do have a self-healing mat here. And then let's walk on this side. I currently have both fall and pastel Christmas stuff on my desk because I've been working on both my weekly setups as well as next month. So this planner right here is actually for my December setup, and I'm going to an A5. All right, and then underneath the desk, I have the IKEA Calyx unit, and it is lots of stickers and papers. So on this side here, I've got my Kill of a Plan and Mojo Jojo sticker books. And then I have the Happy Planner. And then these are all on the bottom, like my scripts and random sheets and things like that. And then on this side, it's a continuation of stickers, like random stickers down here. A lot of digitals that I've printed out. And then the Happy Planner. And then up here I have Live Love Posh, and then random sticker books from like Michael's over the years. And then these are all the Agenda 52 ones from Hobby Lobby. And then these cubbies are all filled with 12 by 12 papers. Well, not all 12 by 12 because I do have some smaller ones here. And then on my floor, I do have this fun, fluffy, fuzzy rug. And then this is back to the door here. I've got my printer and one of my Cricuts. And then all these drawers here are filled with vinyl. And then these drawers here are all different paper, just different thicknesses, different colors, white, sticker paper, that kind of thing. And then above this, I've got this row here is all like past, well, and down here too are all past planners. And then these are all different notepads and papers and things like that. And then up top, I've got these 3 bins that are all filled with different pen pouches, purse accessories, things like that. All right. And then we'll come over here to the closet. Now, right now, let me back up. You can see right there. Right now, there is no doors or anything on it. It has like the accordion doors, but with all my supplies, they don't exactly fit on there. So I opted to take them off, and I eventually would like to get a curtain so that I can close off this mess. But in here, I've got like seasonal and holiday bins. So in there are all like the seasonal holiday embellishments. There's ribbon, paper, anything like that. And then here, this whole one is filled with Christmas embellishments. And then I've got like stamps and dies. random assortment. These are all of my wax seals. And then I've got like the air dusters. I've got my heat press here. And then these drawers are all filled with heat transfer vinyl. And then this is a giant mess here, but it's an organized mess. So I know where everything is. That's where all like my blank t-shirts and things like that are located. This side here, I've got another set of drawers. So these are also filled with vinyl. And this is kind of a mess here, but I do have my laminator and then my die cutting machine and then a little basket, which I need to still organize a bunch of this. So like this next whole row needs to be organized. I just have things put in those bins. Again, needs organization. So things are put away, but not quite organized to how I eventually want it. This one here, a lot of decorations, and then I've got a bunch of blank notebooks. So these are all blank up until this point. Then those ones are all filled. And then just the higher you go up, more decorations. So I love dinosaurs, sunflowers. I've got a bunch of Friends things up there. And the Friends Legos. There's more dinosaurs. And then I've got these crocheted hanging plants here. My TV, DVD player. So I can watch movies if there's nothing on streaming services that I want to watch. These are all my Happy Planner inserts, washi. I have it somewhat organized. It's like a rainbow, but I have gotten more, so I need to update it. This bin here is filled with stickers. This one here is mostly stickers and like textured paper for like junk journaling type things. And then on this side, say I still have a mess on the floor. I have these bins here that have blankets in them. These shelves, I don't have a spot for them right now, so they're just on the floor. These two sets of drawers are filled with a bunch of random different papers. I have sticker paper. This one says binder sleeves, but there's nothing in it. I've got folders, Cricut pens, hot glue guns. Oh, sorry, I'm not even paying attention. Then I have different size envelopes. This one's all envelopes. As you can tell, I tend to buy a lot of envelopes when they go on sale at Hobby Lobby. And then these are like hanging file folders and booklets, and yeah, there's nothing really too exciting in these ones. I've got a whole drawer of ring mechanisms. This one's like office supplies, so pens and random stuff. I've got another Cricut here. This is just like arms so that your mat doesn't fold. And then on the wall here is another pegboard that I have all of my mats hung up on. So the bottom two are going to be like my used ones, and this side here has my 24-inch ones. These two here are both new ones. And then I have some more self-healing mats on the top there. And then on this side, we'll start on the bottom shelf. I just have a bunch of little knickknacks. I've got a Lego Eeyore, a little bunny, friend's chair, a little mailbox. My husband puts little goodies or love notes in there for me. He's so cute. And then I have all of my covers. So I have like Pockets, A6, Personal, and then I've got B6. And then up here are like B6 TNs, A5 TNs, and then A5 covers, so I've got quite a few. And then up top are my pop figures, and then different boxes with different supplies and accessories and whatnot. But yeah, I've got a lot of friends' pop figures. And yeah, that is my tour. So I hope, all right, so I hope you enjoyed that tour of my office craft space. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I'm happy to go more into detail on any specifics, like if you wanted to see what stamps I have or what die cuts or go more in depth on my ribbon, just let me know. I'm happy to show you and share some more. I forgot what I was going to say now. Gosh. Okay. But anyways, if you like this video or if you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to see more of my content, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you are notified when I upload videos. All right. Thanks, friends, and have a great day.